Good afternoon to Mr. Stefan.
Good afternoon, sir.
And your wife's name is?
Schwabe.
And how old are the children?
7, 9, and 12.
What is it that you want, sir? All the kids, you want to bring them over to Germany?
There's two issues. First of all, my daughter got killed in my house last year, and that's why it's very dangerous that they still keep together with these people where this happened. The second case is that the German government already asked them to come back in Germany because my wife have to repay the kids' welfare funds about 27,500 euro, the cost for the lawyers and the court. It's all in all 35,000 euro she have to pay. The government gave her a last chance until 15th of August to come back in Germany, and then they will cancel the whole payment. But if she will not come back, she have to pay it. And now I have a case also in Germany in the High Supreme Court about these things. The government asked the kids to come back now in Germany.
Are your kids German nationals?
Yes.
Citizens? They're
Yes.
all German nationals?
They're all born in Germany.
They're born in Germany. So are they dual or German citizen?
They're born in Germany, but
What kind
my
of
wife
passport are they
already
holding?
asked for the Filipino passport already. They have a Filipino passport.
They have a
also.
Filipino, so like
Yeah.
dual. And your wife is German citizen as well?
No, she is Filipino.
Okay, and she is now married?
We are already divorced since 14th of June this
Oh,
year.
you're divorced.
Mm.
Okay. She owes the German government 35,000 euros and she has to return that?
Yes.
And how did she owe that money to the German government, sir?
You know, in Germany it's like that. Every kid get kids welfare fund about 300 euro per month.
Okay.
And we were 4 kids because my daughter, who is already dead, she also was with me in Germany. And for all the kids, the money is paid. Since she is back in Philippines, the government charged them. From 2018, she go in Philippines until 21, November 21. Until this time, the government paid the money. They asked to repay because I told them they cannot come back because of Corona. The Philippines government don't allow the kids to go out. And they give them a chance to come back since September
I just want
21.
to make it sure. So there's a law in Germany that all children of a foreign national that get support
Yes.
from the government.
Yes.
So when that children are brought over to another country, like
Yes.
in this case to the Philippines, the mother should repay the German government all the monies that were given to her children. And that is amounting now to 35,000.
That's it.
And if she doesn't pay, so what's going to happen?
A law and also what is this? A conversation between Philippines and Germany. You can read it in the German embassy here in Manila. That can be also charged in Philippines. The German government can also charge it over the Philippines law.
That any child 7 and below or below 7 years old, the mother would have sole custody in the event that the mother and father get separated. In this case, you have 2 children, 9 and 12. So the 9 and 12 years old, 2 children whose ages are 9 and 12, when we go to court, Philippine court, then the court will ask the children who they want to stay with and who they want to be under the custody of, either the father or the mother. But in this case, they were born and raised in Germany.
That's right.
And so you want to bring them to Germany. But before we do that, I want you to talk to Anna-May Schwabe, your ex-wife. And she's on the phone. She's been listening to us. Anna-May,
Yes po.
you know Stefan Schwabe?
Opo.
Okay, andito po siya. Gusto niyo pong kausapin and you've heard our conversation and what the reason why he's here with us?
Opo.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sir. Talk to her.
I gave her so many chances that she will come back in Germany. I already prepared a new home in South Germany. I already organized everything for the school. And we already agreed within August this year to go in the embassy to renew the passports for the kids. And then we already planned to fly back. But in the last second, in the morning, and something like 5:30, she told me in the phone that she will not come. Before she agreed and suddenly she said, no, she will not come.
Una po sa lahat, alam po niya, Stefan, nakakamatay lang po ng anak ko na panganay.
Okay?
At hindi po ako mag-agree sa kanya na bumalik sa Germany dahil alam din po naman niya na dito napasok ang mga bata. Dual citizen po ang mga bata.
Right.
Nag-file po siya ng custody sa Family Court Tagaytay at ibinigay po sa akin ng temporary custody. Kinausap po ng court, ng judge, ng lawyer ang mga bata at sa akin po nila gusto sumama.
we would like to know, if it's okay, the reason why you got separated. What was the reason for the breakup?
Marami na pong naging babae yan, Sir Stefan. Nung last po, umuwi kami ng May, nasaktan po niya ako. Alam po niya siya yun. Kaya tawag ko siya ng pulis sa Germany.
Nananakit po siya.
Opo, nanakit po siya. Physical. Malaki po yan sa akin.
Opo.
Tinulak po niya ako sa kama. Meron po akong picture noon sa leg ko. Bumakat talaga yung kamay niya.
Sir, she said you physically abused her.
That's not true.
And she has to call the police for that.
It's also not true. There is already a police record in Germany because what happened, she stole me my phone. 3 days long, she lied to me and told to me she don't have my phone. And in the morning, Sunday morning, when I searched my phone and come out of the shower and want to open my cabinets to take my clothes, she closed every cabinet. And then after she gave me the key, I opened one door after the other. And when I came to her door, she tried to pull me away. She scratched me my back. She punished me my back. And then we had just a small fight. I just took her and removed her. And then she said, Yasha, call the police. And then suddenly the police was there 5 minutes later. But the policeman said to me, after he heard her, he said, sir, I have also a friend.
May I know, sir, what was the reason for the quarrel?
The reason was the quarrel was because before she stole me 800 euro. Saturday morning, we want to go shopping, and she said she don't have any more the money from the kids' funds. And then I must take the money for my company. But 3 days later, I suddenly checked in her cabinet, and I found in the bag 800 euro stock. And then I asked her, why you lied to me? Why you don't tell me the truth? Why you stock the money there?
Don't tell any lie.
It's a lie because you said to me...
You know why we fight? Because I saw in your phone you have a lot of girls.
It's not true.
I saw in your email, remember, when you try to update by TeamViewer the laptop from Yasha? I saw all in your email that all what I'm telling is true.
Yeah.
I saw all your emails to all of your girls. Remember, January, February 2019, we extra come Joshua and you because you got operated. And then we come back May, June, July, August, together with the 4 kids.
A wife or a girlfriend would not manifest that kind of reaction if she didn't see anything that would, that would hurt her feelings. So she wouldn't do anything for nothing.
The point
She's
is,
not going to do that for nothing.
in 2007, I can talk to you because in 2017 we already had a fight because I asked you, never hug me, you never kiss me, you don't love me.
Attorney got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you've been listening all the while. What
Yes,
do you
sir.
think?
Yes, sir, I have. The court already decided here in the case, and then our complainant actually admitted that the court has decided that the wife has the temporary custody over the children. Although what that means is that the wife has priority in custody. Maybe what we can offer the parties now is the children fly to Germany temporarily with the mother, and then they have a return ticket home, just so that they don't incur the liability that the German government would impose if the children don't return to Germany, sir.
So the wife, your advice is to go back to Germany and face the German court, because the German court wants to hear the Anime Swabi, or to see Anime Swabi about the money supported to the children while they were there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And then they fly back immediately here, since anyway, it appears that they have been divorced. So there's nothing tying them together anyway. So what we're trying to do is just to avoid the liability that they will get from the German government.
But the court order is said that it's only temporarily, the custody on her name, because there's running issues because of the financing things. Her mother tried to...
Which court is that?
The court in Tagaytay.
In Tagaytay?
The point is that it's already cancelled. We withdraw the case already because the first judge was disqualified from my lawyer because she know things what she normally couldn't know. She get information from the back from them. She's not allowed to know that. And the case we were there, suddenly she's talking about things. I was really shocked from whom she got that information. That was the first. And the second, she gave me a chance in 13th of October to have another case.
Then I got it. What does it mean
Yes,
when
yes,
the court says temporary custody? Why not permanent?
Temporary custody means, Sir Rafi, that the wife has the priority of custody whenever the father is not around. So that means that when the father is here, that does not automatically mean that he has custody. That only means that joint custody returns.
Okay.
So whenever the father is not around, custody goes to the mother. But whenever the father is around, they have joint custody and they can decide both on where the children goes.
Okay, so the father has the right to see the children when
Yes,
every
sir.
time he's here in the Philippines, or be with the
Yes,
children
sir.
at least for a couple of days, or for a few days, the children can be with the father.
Yes, sir, that's correct. But if they are planning to fly out of the Philippines, then the husband needs to secure the consent of the wife before they leave.
Ana May,
Po.
payag ka ba na pupunta ka ng Germany, magpakita ka dun sa korte para sagutin mo yung kaso doon sa iyo ng korte na binabawi yung pera na naibigay sa mga anak mo? Harapin niyo po yung...
Nung sinasabi po
kaso
niya,
niya?
Stefan na kindergarten, pinapipirma po niya ako noong last November. Pumirma daw po ko ulit para makuha ng mga bata yung kindergarten. Sabi ko, hindi na. Kasi sabi ko sa kanya, hindi naman kami bumabalik ng Germany.
Ayaw mo na pong bumalik doon.
Ayoko na kasi
Okay.
pag po kami ang bumalik doon, hindi ko na po may babalik dito ang mga bata. Kailangan po na pumayag siyang bumalik kami ng mga bata dito pag nasa Germany na kami. Bansa po nila yun.
Attorney Garrett,
Yes, sir.
I can understand where she's coming from.
Yes.
Yeah, if she goes to Germany with the kids, there's no guarantee that she'll be able to come back to the Philippines with her children.
Yes, sir. As a means of practicality, I think what my secondary offer to them is that they just pay the fine that they need to pay in Germany. Anyway, if
Without
they
her
admit
going
that they're
there.
staying
So
here,
maybe she
yes,
has
sir.
all that she needs to do is produce that amount, the 35,000 euros, and then send it to the German court, and then that should solve the case.
Yes, sir. I think that would be cheaper than establishing a new house, a new life there in Germany anyway. So if she's not willing to fly back to Germany, we can just settle the amount with the German government, and then that can be, then she can just remain here in the Philippines. Again, anyway, I forgot the fact that they were divorced, so
They're
she has
divorced.
no obligation.
Okay.
So I already have the house there. I don't need to buy it. I don't need to investigate that. I have it already in South Germany, extra organized for them. You know, I pay the rent for that. It's already
No,
existing.
what we're talking about, sir, about the money.
Yeah, and the
was,
money is also
so-
the point. What I have to say now, May is,
Well, what if she has 35,000 euro and
she don't
send
have
back?
it. She don't have. She can never pay that. She's now working in barangay in Kabuya on the barangay hall.
So let me ask you, what if she doesn't have the money and she can't pay for it? So what's going to happen to her? What will the German court do?
They will charge her the money, and she has to pay that lifelong.
What if she cannot afford to pay it?
She has to.
What's the law in
I don't know.
Germany
The
about
lawyers
that?
in Germany is what she can do. She can take a lawyer and then she lift the hands and say, okay, I make my financial bankrupting.
Okay.
And then after 6 years, it will be cancelled.
Okay.
But within the 6 years, they will
Attorney Garrett,
charge.
I don't know the law about Germany, but
Yes.
I think just because she cannot pay any more than 35,000 euros that were given or supported by the German government to her children when they were there, I don't think that if she cannot pay that, the German court would force her to be face trial in Germany. Otherwise,
Yes, sir.
like
That's correct, sir. Anyway, she's here in the Philippines. The German courts do not have jurisdiction over her here in the Philippines, so she does not have to worry too much about the legal liabilities. But if we're
That-
going to play
there's
fair
meanwhile,
with the
there's a
German
law that-
government,
Meanwhile,
we can
there's a
just
law.
find a way in order for them to pay that amount eventually. Again, if the solution here is to file bankruptcy, then that would be easier. Anyway, we can always solve this without her leaving the country.
Okay. Well, Mr. Stefan Schwab is saying that there's a law here in the Philippines that she is obligated to pay the 35 euros to the German government. Is that right, sir?
Yeah, you can check on the homepage from the German embassy in Manila, and they give some paragraphs there. That is an agreement between Germany and Philippines that kids' funds can be charged in Philippines also. I haven't seen my kids. Even I'm here now since 6 weeks. She stopped my kids. She's hiding my kids from me. I cannot talk to my kids. She deleted all the apps on their phones. I cannot call them anymore. I cannot talk to them anymore. Even I never met them.
Should help supporting the kids.
I pay until 21 up to 3.5 million pesos every year and sent in the Philippines. Only in 2020 was 1.3 only because of the corona. My orders were down in the company.
3.5 million in 1 year?
Every year.
Every year?
3 to 3.5 million every year I sent in the Philippines.
Ma'am, saan pupunta po yung 3.5 million, Ma'am Ana?
Sir Tulfo, yan po ay napunta sa school. Direct po yan nagbabayad sa school sa bahay namin. Sa pagkain namin. Pero hindi po yan one amount na ibibigay niya. Hindi po yan one amount. Direct po yan sa school sa lahat ng pangangailangan ng mga bata. Sa bahay na binabayaran namin at saka sa lupa.
Okay.
Kaya po yung sinasabi niyan. Sabi ko nga, Esteban, bakit ka nagko-compete pa backward?
Okay.
Ang mga bata hanggang ngayon
Okay,
kumakain.
Mr. Stefan, if it's for the kids, those monies, regardless, even if it's 10 million, 20 million, if all of those monies went to the kids for the kids' needs and welfare, then I don't see anything wrong.
The problem is they didn't do it. She gave her boyfriend a lot of money. She
Okay.
embezzled the money. For example, in 2019 in August, I was here. I paid 8,200 euro in 1 month. And I sit with her together and we made a computation. And she also saw that I paid the condo from her sister every month, 38,000 pesos. And there was suddenly, her husband from Switzerland called me, there's $3,000 missing. And then I asked her, and then she said, okay, we go in the BPI. We sat in front of the office of this girl.
Attorney Garrett, I would like to go back to the question of extradition. So can Anna May be extradited to Germany with the German law stating that anybody who cannot pay the money that was given to the children of a mother when they were there, if she cannot afford to give back the money, they will file a case against her and she will be extradited. Is that possible?
I doubt that Germany is included in one of our extradition treaties, but I'll have to check, sir, if we are actually obligated as a country to extradite criminals back to Germany. But as of now, I would say that's a very, very, very slim chance that she would be demanded to be extradited back to Germany.
Okay.
On the other hand, sir, if it's true that he does send the money, the wife is still obligated to give visitation rights to the dad, even though they are divorced. I don't think their marriage is recognized here in the Philippines. I don't think they did the process to
No,
recognize
they were married here in the Philippines. They
No,
were
we married in Germany.
This is my advice, personal advice. Okay. The children stays here in the Philippines because there's a court order stating that temporary custody goes to the mother. And then second, I'll help you to make sure that every time you come over to the Philippines to visit, you can always have time for the children. And I'll make sure that you will have that opportunity to be with your children because that's your right. Ma'am Ana, do you agree na pagpunta niya rito, bigyan siya ng karapatan? Total, hindi naman niya maitatakas yung mga bata at pwede naman kami tumulong, ating mga otoridad, magkakaroon po ng yung sinusupervise po yung visit, supervisory visitation. Okay sa'yo, Ma'am Ana?
Siya po, lagi ko po yan sinasabi sa kanya na kung gusto niya bisitahin, pwede siyang pumunta sa bahay.
Good.
Madami po yung mga sinasabi kung ano-ano. Paano ko po, isang beses tumawag yan, umiyak na yung bata. Dahil sumisigaw na naman siya. Yung anak ko natutrauma na talaga.
Okay. All right. So, sir, she did agree. Every time you come over to the Philippines, you can have a supervised visit,
Supervised visit means what?
meaning that
I cannot do it alone.
well, you can do it alone, but meaning you cannot bring the children out of the country.
No, I can, but the problem was also now. First time this year we met 3 times. First time we go in Kabuyo in SM eating something. I told her don't bring relatives, but suddenly we saw her mother and other relatives also checking us what we are doing.
No.
The second time she don't allow me to take the kids out. I always ask her, please let us go in Tacloban, but we fly there, we make some nice holiday there together, something like that. She don't allow. She always hide it.
When I said supervised visit, it comes with the recommendation that you should let the mother knows where you're going. Like if you're going to Tacloban,
Yes,
where in
no problem.
Tacloban? Are you staying in a hotel or in a condo? What's the address of that? So the mother would know.
This is never a problem, sir.
Okay.
But until now, she don't allow me to do anything with the kids.
Okay. So Ma'am Ana, so payagan niyo po siya na mabisita niya yung mga anak niyo at mapasyal niya po, Ma'am Ana.
Pinapayagan ko naman po siyang bumisita. Ang mga bata po ang hindi papayag na Sila lang pong tatlo. Ang gusto po kasama ako.
All right. Well, then, did you hear that? Did you understand what she said?
No.
Okay.
This is the first time she say it because until today she don't
Mr.
allow.
Pan, always the same story.
She is
Always
not
say
allowing.
the
Even her
same-
mother,
But
the father of her said, "Until I live, you will not get your kids." This is
Mr.
the
Pan,
last
Mr.
sentence
Pan,
what her
really?
father said to the relatives from me. You know, there's a fight because of this issue, because he makes a sexual abuse to Ella, and that's why we have the case. You know, because also the NBI said there must be something in the family because they remove all the evidence, they remove the rope, they remove the bloody panties. And there's a reason why the NBI continue now the investigation in
Wait a minute,
in
what's
death of my daughter.
What's the removal of the panties you're talking about, sir?
The panty was full of blood. It was full of blood, and you know. Meanwhile, we know from the doctor in hospital Qualimed in our place in Salancavita that she died through strangled, not through hanging. But this family is making a story that she dies through hanging. But no one found the rope. They removed the rope. The NBI was two times in our house.
One of your child died of suicide?
The point is, you know, they are spreading that Yasha hang herself, and that's why she died in my house. On a wooden bar of the
Here in the
upper
Philippines?
bed. Yeah, in my house
Okay.
here in the Philippines.
Ma'am Ana, bakit po namatay yung anak nyo? Yung isang anak nyo, ma'am?
Yung first child ko po.
Bakit po?
It's the reason why I say it's too dangerous to keep my kids there because this father already
bakit
did
po?
that sexual abuse.
Hello, you don't have any proof.
Talk we have.
Was it really suicide?
Yes, that's still an investigation from the NBI. I started
now?
that.
Up to now?
Still. Yesterday I talked to Leo Escorido, Attorney Leo Escorido from NBI.
Okay.
He said to me, it's ongoing now. Even now they make already they check Yasha's body now. 1 year after she died, they
Okay.
checked the body.
All
But
right.
he said to me they cannot find anymore because the examination is already ongoing. That's
Okay.
why they continue. He said they have to
All
make
right.
the conversation with all the people who were involved in the case.
Okay.
Also with
Attorney
the doctor.
Garrett.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We need to call the DSWD. We're running out of time. The DSWD or
Yes,
MSWD, have them investigate, even the NBI, the true reason or the death of their eldest or adopted child. Well, the mother is saying it's a suicide, but the father is doubtful about it, and the NBI is investigating the case. So maybe we need the help of the NBI and look
Yes,
into the
sir.
case, reopen the case.
Yes,
And-
and also, if I may correct myself from my earlier statement, I meant to say recognition of divorce here in the Philippines. I hope they did that because if they didn't, I was going to tell them that technically they're still married here in the Philippines and that they have full joint custody together. So let's have to check. We'll have to check if they did a recognition of divorce here in the Philippines. But regardless, if we're looking into the rape case, that's a whole different matter. We will coordinate with the NBI in order to get a better.
Now I'm
investigation.
very interested about the death of their eldest child, the adopted child. I need to know because the father is saying that he doubts that it was a suicide, and that's why the NBI is into the case and investigating further.
The main reason is because he already makes sexual abuse to Ella. This was a cousin from me. She's like
But wait a
living-
minute. What made
the
you
father.
suspect?
Because we have a. She gave already a written statement to the police station, and she gave a written under
oath.
and she also sent me a written statement in my messenger of what really
That-
happened in this time.
That he
Ella.
wasn't suicide?
No, Ella, the cousin, Redentor, the father from May, make this sexual abuse in my house.
Who did the sexual abuse
The
against
father
your-
from May, Redentor.
Oh, the
That's-
guy that Anna May's
Father from May.
the father of May. Oh, that's not, it's the child of Anna May, not your child. You
No,
adopted
the
a child.
Ella is the cousin from May. She was living in our house. Maribel was caring for her since she was young. I know her since many
No, wait a minute,
years.
sir. Wait a minute. Okay, what is the name of your child that committed
Yasha.
allegedly committed suicide?
Yasha
Okay,
May.
what made you suspect that Yasha May didn't commit suicide?
Because her photos, May sent me the photos when she was laying on the table in the funeral, was parallel. You see the mark of her of the rope. It's parallel.
Okay.
And also the NBI said because of these photos I showed to them, they also wonder like what the doctor also meanwhile promised that she.
So you're
she was
suspecting that there was foul
Yes,
play?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
aside from foul play, you did mention a while ago, insinuating, as a matter of fact, that she was sexually abused.
You know, when a person already do something like, I know it for many cases also in Germany, once a man do it, there is the
Sir,
point.
sir, just straight to the point. So if you are insinuating or saying that she was
sure.
sexually abused, so who did it?
We're thinking it because
Who
she
did
don't-
it?
We are thinking that Redentor maybe do it.
Redentor,
Because he did it. He
who's
did the
Redentor?
father from May.
Okay.
Because before he did it to Ella. And that is already proved. And the point is, Yasha don't had her, what is this, menstruation.
Okay.
The menstruation was not.
Redentor is the live-in partner now, or the new husband of...
Redentor is May's father, living in the same house where my kids are living.
Oh, Anna May's father.
Yeah, Anna May's
the
father.
grandfather.
Yeah, the grandfather of my kids.
Okay. So you're suspecting that this is the guy, the grandfather, who
Also the
sexually abused...
NBI, say that.
And
They
the
are
NBA
checking-
suspect about
they're checking
that.
now about
okay.
this.
All the while, the reason why, Attorney Garrett, we have to reopen the case.
Yes, sir.
And through our Senate office, maybe we can ask the DSWD, NBI, get involved in this case.
Yes, sir. Definitely, we have the grounds to reopen it if there is new evidence that we have found.
Yes.
I think the fact that there was a message saying that or corroborating the fact that there was sexual abuse is enough evidence to reopen the case. So we should coordinate with them.
At the same time, would like the DSWD or MSWD or social welfare officers assess the children where they live, maybe pay them a visit, the children, and to see to it that they're doing okay, that the father, the grandfather is not living with the children because he is a suspect as far as Mr. Stefan is concerned. Sir, mag-assess po kayo, pupunta ko kayo sa bahay ni Ana May Suabe, gumawa ko ng assessment po, evaluation sa kalagayan po ng tatlong natitirang bata doon. At the same time, on the side, makipag-coordinate kayo sa NBI para imbestigan po yung supposed to be na pagkamatay ng eldest child nitong dalawang mag-asawa ngayon. Nandito sa amin itong si Mr. Stefan, yung Yasha May, kung talaga nag-commit ng suicide. For the meantime, important sa akin, first things first, do immediate assessment. Pwede ho ba?
Yes, sir. Meron na po kami, alam ko po kung yan po yung client po namin before, Sir Raffy. Meron na po kami nagawa po dyan na assessment po.
Ano pong nangyari po sa assessment? Ano pong resulta?
Yung po isinabit po ng sa court regarding po dun sa parenting capability po nung
Okay,
ng mga bata.
short sir, ano pong lumitaw? Ano pong recommendation nyo?
Hindi ko lang po alam, sir, yung ano po nun kasi ibang social worker po yung nag-prepare po nun.
Okay, is it favorable or unfavorable para sa nanay?
Kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, Sir Raffy, favorable po yata sa nanay.
What the social worker is saying, an evaluation has already been done and it was favorable for the mother as far as custody is concerned. Probably that's where the court based their decision to say that temporary custody must go to the mother. Mr. Stefan, Attorney Garrett would like to talk to you. Same with your wife, Anna May. We'll square this out. Somehow something's going to come out good for you, with you coming over to us.